Alright guys, jumping into the finals here. Um, really happy with how this black-white deck has turned out. Obviously the two Wayward Servants are really good and really make the deck pop. Unfortunately, like I said, we didn't really get there on any other zombie synergies other than the two Amonkhet's name, which are fine, but let's hope to go double Wayward Servant this time. We called it up, and we're going to get one, so we'll go ahead and start there. Yeah, I will keep. Too bad we don't have a one drop to get going here, but we'll make do with. Hopefully we can just have a good little curve out here. Maybe draw some other lands for a little bit. Alright. No Splendid Agony. If you draw a 3-drop zombie other than Blighted Bat here, that would be nice, because I wouldn't mind playing a Blighted Bat on 4. Nice. Yes. That is not a 3-drop zombie, but again, we will make do. Not going to attack here. Like that Wayward Servant a lot. Definitely going to try and keep this Wandering Death in hand so we can get back a Wayward Servant if he kills it at some point. Or a Blighted Bat. Also have a Devoted Crop Mate to get back a Wayward Servant, so. Three lifelinker is a little rough, but hopefully we can figure out some way to deal with it. More lands are not the way to deal with it. Unfortunately, this Devoted Crop Mate doesn't get back our Blighted Bat. I do think we just block here, because if he's got some kind of pump spell, we want to, I mean, if he's got the 1-drop spell, it at least gets this lifelinker off here. Oh, yeah, I'm happy with that, because our Wandering Death gets both of these guys back, so that's actually really good for us. Grave Digger. Digging those graves. Alright. Yeah, we're just going to play a Wandering Death here. Too bad we can't cast either of those this turn, but we do have a Time to Reflect if we have to use it, although I'm not super interested in using it on a Grave Digger right now. Much rather use it on something else. Or the Broken Ones would have been a fine thing to exile. We don't have much to think on here. Our opponent's doing most of the thinking right now. plan is, I think, to just play our 2/3 drops next turn, which is fine because this guy comes back with this guy, so I think we're okay for the time being at least. Can take 2, that's totally fine. Alright. He is still at 5 cards, which is he or she. I guess I should say she. They have a female avatar, so it is entirely possible that we are playing a female opponent. Interesting. That's going to mean that we can't bring back our Weaver. It's okay, we got another one. Let's draw it. Ha 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 ha. So we can pump to we can trade this with this if we want. He's on 2 cards. We are a little far off from, yeah. We could also just exile it, which means he doesn't get it back if we choose to block. Yeah, that's probably fine, although I think, yeah, we're at 14. I think we're just going to attack this turn. I'd rather just save. We can take 3. I don't really want to trade with this guy. I'd rather use one of these cards to kill something better, so. We'll see here. We had a good board presence. That compulsory rest was good for our opponent. Like I said, I like that card, so I think it's decent for sure. Basically, it's 16 life, though. No reason to keep it around. We don't have any -1/-1 counters we're going to throw anywhere. I could be wrong, but I believe that there isn't any reason that I care to keep that thing around. Ooh, it's a good card. The mirror match. Yeah, we're just taking it here. Taking it on the chin. The old medicine. Use our mana wisely here if we can. Oof, more lands. Is not going to quite do it for me, unfortunately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 12. Yeah. We're just gonna have to pass the turn here and slowly pick away at his creatures with our with our spells. Not get much value from them, but we're going to block the Gravedigger here. I think that's the most dangerous, although I guess maybe we block a 3/3 because the 3/3 just disappears. It doesn't give him any more resources, like putting a Gravedigger in his graveyard, which is a resource. So we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and go to 5. Not a great position for us. Looks like next turn we're going to be taking 4, going to 3, assuming nothing else happens, although it's very likely something else is going to happen, so don't want to get our hopes up too bad for that. Ooh. Yeah. This could be a tough one to beat. Very glad we have that have that cast out. We'll probably just want to, if we have that in our hand, hold it for that dude. I think we are just dead here. We might even just be dead on board. We're going to be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. If there's a pump spell, we're dead on board. Yeah, opponent's zombie deck is pretty good. We shall see. We're going to get a zombie back. Yeah, that's how I want to do it. Oh, that did not work because that guy is not a zombie. Oof, misclick there, or misblock, or I don't know what you want to call that. I should have blocked this 1/1. That is going to be the game, folks. Liliana's mastery into Liliana herself is pretty good. So it's going to be a tough one to beat, but we will try our damnedest. Just going through the motions here. Make sure he does the deed. All right. So we probably want this Mighty Leap because we're going to want to be able to get in and jump up over the top of his dudes and get at Liliana, and this is a good way to do that. Probably still want that. Spring Mummies are nice with our top crop lead and our devoted crop mate. I really like those, that little combo there. It was really nice to have 2 of them to be able to just keep going off. I think against this deck, maybe we take out the Wander and Death. Just because I feel like the rest of them, maybe a Supernatural Stamina. That way we're cutting Combat Trick for Combat Trick. Lay Bare Their Heart's probably good as well, actually, since they have some serious bombs. I actually don't mind that card at all. Yeah. Now we have 1 more cut to make. You know, I didn't really like those Doom Dissenters as much, especially against this guy. Maybe I'm being crazy. Interesting. What to take out last? It's definitely going to be a spell. And you know what? I think that it is going to be a... Actually, I was going to say Splendid Agony, but just because his zombies get up over it. But that's only if he has the mastery. I need to not be thinking that way. Is it start to finish? Or is it Wasteland Scorpion? Or is it Wander in Death? It's Wander in Death, actually. We have plenty of ways to recur other than Wander in Death, so let's do it that way. Yes, I would like to play first. This is unfortunate. We don't have anything until turn 3, but if we draw a black land, we're kind of getting there. I think we keep this. I think it's good enough to keep. We have the cast out to get rid of the first bomb that he plays. Unfortunately, the Liliana's Mastery, it sucks. He gets his 2/2s, but I think we need to keep this. A black land here would be nice. Not quite. Any mana would be really nice. A swamp would be perfect. Like that he's not playing anything on 1 or 2. There we go. Actually, I am just going to play Those Who Serve. If we draw another land, we can play the Blighted Bat on 4, which I like, and Those Who Serve blocks most of his stuff, so I think that's a good one to have out on the battlefield. We can also play a Doom Dissenter and a Miasmic Mummy, or a Doom Dissenter and a Mighty Leap next turn, you know, one of those things, so. Really hope I can be diligent and not play this cast out until I see the Liliana, but we will see how the game goes. Interesting. So yeah, here I am just going to attack for 2 and then pass the turn because we can just use up our mana on start. I mean, I guess if he's, I don't know what he's going to try and do here that Mighty Leap could save, but we'll find out. Maybe he's just cycling. Nope. Interesting. Huh. I kind of like that. I mean, that's pretty slow, so we're going to be off to a little bit better start than that, so. Again, we're just going to try and use our mana efficiently here. Hopefully we can play 2/2 drops next turn. I mean, that can be really good if he plays Liliana. But if he plays Liliana and makes 2 zombies, and we can draw land and cast his Liliana out next turn, that would just be the nuts. Interesting. Huh. Well, we're just going to attack with everything. He has 6 cards in hand. I just feel like weird. Okay. Okay. Getting rid of all my tokens. Gonna block the other token. I mean, this, I would like to have left cast out up so that we could just counter it if he plays it, if he plays the mastery on his turn. But now we can, I mean, we're just going to eat up his dude, and then play a Doom Dissenter. I mean, I'm totally fine with that. Basically, trade the Mighty Leap for his impeccable timing. Totally fine with that. Actually, we are going to play a Miasmic Mummy and discard a Doom Dissenter because we don't need 2 of those, and I want to get one of my opponent's cards. Again, opponent on 4 cards, but we have a cast out in our hand, so when he plays that Liliana, hopefully. Okay. It's not too bad. Again, I'm just happy to trade off here if that's what it takes. Okay. It's not as good for us. Because even if we'd have lay bared the heart there, um, wouldn't have done a whole lot for us. So we are going to just lay bare his heart here and get his last card, hopefully. What is it? Would really like to draw a creature here. Okay. Not wonderful for us. Yeah, we're just going to play a Doom Designer. Hopefully we can just trade off Doom Dissenters here. Probably won't attack with a tone. Oh, maybe. He's going to get 2 tokens. I absolutely would attack, but interesting. That's weird. Well, we'll just counteract that with a Miasmic Mummy. Or sorry, not Miasmic Mummy. Counteract that 2 damage with those who serve. Okay, that was a really good draw for us. Actually, it's not because no, we can't. Ugh, gross. He doesn't have any 2-drops he can bring back. So yeah, I think we have to cast this out. That was probably a little bit premature. Probably could have waited, but I don't know if there's a whole lot of benefit to waiting at all. There's probably definitely some. I mean, we can leave mana untapped, so he's a little bit more nervous. So probably should have waited actually, but I wanted to do it and get it done. Make sure I did it on time. Interesting. Now he wants to attack with the 1/1. We're going to take 5 here and get a 2/2 hopefully. I mean, definitely getting a 2/2. Okay. So now we can Splendid Agony plus Time to Reflect. Yeah, and then we can Miasmic Mummy next turn. So again. Well, we'll do this at the beginning of combat, but yeah. We have to keep the zombie around. We can't trade it off for this one, otherwise this goes out. This is certainly a grindy game, folks. That was perfect. Whew. Wow. Really glad we kept that around for the 2-for-1. That could have been really backbreaking right here. That is why you ate, folks. That is why you ate. Let's hope we can draw something we can play before we play. Well, there we go. Getting our own mummy. He got us. So we're definitely just going to attack here. If he wants to trade, great. So we'll just play a 3-3 and lock this board down. Hopefully. He's on 0 cards, so. This is great. Time to reflect. We're at this point winning this race handily, so this prevents him from getting us with anything, hopefully. So we will see. Ooh, Grody. That was a good top deck from our opponent. Wish I had a cast out for that. Although that, I mean, if I had to use it on there, it would have been real bad. Yeah, this is going to be a real close one. Very swingy format, yeah. That Liliana's Mastery was, ugh, I feel like we had this until he played that, so that sucks a little bit, but the rares are powerful, and we did not get many of them, so. Take 6, go to 2. Then we're dead next turn unless we draw a creature. Maybe we're dead anyway. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah. That is going to do it. Wow. Real close one, guys. But yeah, that is going to do it in the finals here. Opponent with Liliana's Mastery and the Liliana herself. Very, very good combination, I think. So we drafted a decent black-white deck, but I think that our opponent had a slightly better one. Yeah, I think we played okay in the finals, but I think we played really well. But again, those cards were backbreaking. I held off on the cast out as long as I could, but I was really nervous about him just going off and making a bunch of tokens that were going to overwhelm me. I felt like once he had gotten low enough on his cards, I was basically relying. Once he got down to top decking, I was like, okay, it's time to cast this cast out and hope that he doesn't draw those cards, because if we don't, if we just wait for him to get them, first of all, either of those he draws, if we don't have the token maker off the battlefield, they're going to be huge. Just even if he plays, once he's got the token doubler, if he plays Mastery or Liliana, even if I have cast out ready to go, he's going to get an activation on those. So if he casts Liliana, he's going to get 2 tokens. If he casts the Mastery, he's going to get 4 tokens, which is crazy. So yeah, and again, if he plays the Mastery, it's like you cast the Mastery out, which means he still gets his 4 tokens. They're not pumped, but he has 4 tokens, and if he gets the Liliana, then it's over. You know, so I feel like that was a good time to do that. I think it was a good move, but who knows? Let me know in the comments if you see something that seemed fishy to you. I'm sure there was something that was. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.